escuchando Red Podcast.
Everybody's got that friend that just disappears all of a sudden. You don't see him for a long time when you found a new woman to date. And all of a sudden he comes rushing back into your life, calling all the time, texting. You know something's happened. That's not me. But I haven't talked to you for a long time. I'm going to let you know what's up. Actually, a couple weeks ago, I was thinking about recording this message, but I thought, well, no, I'm going to get back to doing episodes. Of course, here we are. It's been almost a month since the last episode of Red Podcast came out. This is an episode, but not really an episode, just something to let you know what's going on. David Hooper here, Red Podcast. This is the podcast for influencers. Here's what's going on. I'm finishing out my book on podcasting. I've been talking about it for a long time. I'm 135,000 words in. I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Got about a week to go. After that, getting everything to the editor. She's already seen the basic manuscript, loves what's happening with it. She said we've got another 4 to 5 weeks. I give it a little more time, probably 6 weeks, maybe 10. It takes a while to go through the edits. It's not just like she's finding grammatical errors or spelling errors. This is a heavy edit, 135,000 words. It's too long for most people to consume. A lot of this is going to be chopped down. It will see the light of day in maybe a second book, possibly some blog posts, definitely a lot of podcast episodes. I've got a lot for you. Thank you for sticking with me. And yes, I see the irony in this. It's a book on podcasting, but I haven't been podcasting. It takes a lot for me to write, though. It takes a lot. Sucks the energy out of me. I'm tired all the time. I simply haven't had the energy to give you a good episode, the type of episode that I like to do here at Red Podcast. I have to put all my energy into the book. I'm not a natural-born writer. That's what's taking so long. I've been busy doing some other stuff, too. I actually just got back from the National Religious Broadcaster Convention. It was here in Nashville this year. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what the hell, David? This isn't a religious broadcast. It is not. But I do believe that we should look at different industries. This one happened to be the same industry that I'm in, media. But I was there, National Religious Broadcasters, because I believe in two things. One, looking at different industries. And the religious broadcasting industry, completely different from the secular industry in a lot of ways. I learned this from working with religious musicians. Completely different from pop music. It is its own industry. They're silos. What religious broadcasters are doing is totally different from what secular broadcasters are doing. I'm going to clue you in on that on a future episode of Red Podcast. Number two, the reason that I went, I think it's important that we expose ourselves to other ideas. Just kind of let you know about what kind of conference this was. The keynote speaker, Ted Cruz, backed up by Ben Carson. Those are the kind of players that were at this convention. And I would go there too. If I was a Republican candidate going on a faith-based platform, you want to reach all those people, the people that are influencers that can take that message out to millions of people, well, this is the place for them. When I walked into the conference on the first day, I happened to look inside a trash can. I was throwing something away, and I saw a bumper sticker. It said, "I don't believe the liberal media." I think it was from Focus on the Family or one of those kind of organizations. Focus on the Family was there. 700 Club was there. The right wing of the right wing was there. The most conservative of the conservative. And when I saw that bumper sticker, "I don't believe in the liberal media," I knew that I was not the only liberal guy there. Didn't find him. Talked to a lot of conservative people and a lot of very cool conservative people. Again, that's coming up on a future episode. 135 words in. I'm not out of the woods yet. Got about another week. Programming may be sporadic. But I'm getting back on the bus. I'm dedicated to Red Podcast. If you want to make sure that you hear the episode about the National Religious Broadcasters Convention, and also I've got some great information about what to do and what not to do at a trade show. That's also coming up. Visit redpodcast.com. That is the way you can subscribe on iTunes, on Android, wherever you get your podcast. I make it easy at redpodcast.com. Just one click. You will never miss an episode. Thanks so much for your support of Red Podcast. I'm looking forward to sharing this book with you. As an influencer, author, speaker, I think it's going to help you to spread your message religious or secular. It works for everybody, and that is coming soon. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next episode of Red Podcast.
You've been listening to Red Podcast, the marketing podcast for influencers. Never miss an episode. Subscribe now with your iPhone, Android, or via RSS at redpodcast.com.